Is fasting an effective weight loss strategy? The truth is, not really. It might help in very few cases, but not in the way you might think. How can eating nothing not help with weight loss? Surely, cutting calories is the basis of weight loss, but sadly, you are not only burning fat when fasting. Is that bad? Yes, it is. In this video, we will look into the effects of fasting on body composition, different fasting methods, and which fasting methods you should definitely avoid. Fasting methods. Let's first differentiate between different types of fasting. Fasting either describes a significant calorie restriction for a specific amount of time-restricted feeding, or a combination of both. Intermittent fasting, for example, is a form of time-restricted feeding. It does not explicitly include a calorie restriction. Alternate day fasting is characterized by a significant calorie restriction every other day. Water-only fasting describes no calorie intake for more than 24 hours, sometimes even for several days. This should not be done without medical supervision, and various medical conditions rule out water-only fasting altogether. Fasting benefits. Fasting is said to have various health benefits, with the most prominent being weight loss. Is this really true? No. In most cases, fasting is not an effective weight loss strategy. Let's look at intermittent fasting. It only results in weight loss if the time restriction also leads to a significant calorie restriction. This can happen by restricting late-night snacking or other indirect effects. If you want to try intermittent fasting, go for an early feeding window and avoid food intake after 6 p.m. Alternate day fasting is as effective as the same amount of continuous calorie restriction. Unfortunately, it has been shown to adversely affect LDL cholesterol levels. Restricting calorie intake completely for more than 24 hours leads to a quick drop in weight. But this drop in weight is deceiving. You are actually losing weight in an unhealthy and ineffective way. Let's see why this is the case. Body composition. The goal of weight loss is to lose fat and to improve body composition. Body composition roughly describes the ratio of fat mass to fat-free mass, also called lean tissue. Fat-free mass includes water, muscle, bone, organs, and any other non-fat tissue. Losing weight generally comes with a small loss in muscle and bone mass, simply due to the reduced strain on the body. The detrimental loss of too much muscle and bone mass can be prevented by exercise, especially resistance training. You might be familiar with water weight distorting the number on the scale. This can happen in both directions. Increasing carb intake and exercise increases water weight. Fasting and decreasing your carb intake reduces water weight. This is important to understand the effectiveness or ineffectiveness of fasting. Is fasting bad? Our brain is quite demanding. It needs a constant supply of glucose. If we consume no calories, especially no carbohydrates, our body dips into our muscle protein to produce glucose for our brain. Additionally, the glycogen stores in our muscles and liver, which usually provide our body with readily available energy throughout the day, get depleted, resulting in a significant drop in water weight. Both effects lead to a drop in weight and worse body composition. Even after the initial drop in water weight, the loss of muscle continues throughout the fast and can make up about half of the weight lost. The only way fasting can lead to long-term weight loss is if it acts as a jumpstart to eating an overall healthier diet. In itself, fasting has no weight loss benefits and can even be detrimental to your body composition and your health. Body fat percentage. The ratio of fat mass over total body mass is called body fat percentage. The healthy range for young men is about 10 to 20% and for young women 21 to 33%. These ranges increase a bit with age. Body fat percentage can also be used to define being overfat and obese, more accurately than the body mass index. For men, overfat ranges from 20 to 25%. Obesity starts above 25%. For women, overfat ranges from 33 to 39%, and obesity starts above 39%. Using this definition, we find that people may have a healthy BMI, but be obese in terms of body fat percentage. Not all weight loss is health promoting. If you end up losing a lot of water, muscle and bone mass, you might end up with a healthy weight, but an unhealthy body fat percentage. Real-life examples. We start with our male test subject weighing 100 kilograms, of which 30 kilograms are fat. The BMI is 30.9, which is classified as obese. The body fat percentage is 30%, also classified as obese. In a slow and healthy manner, we make him lose 10 kilograms, 9 kilograms fat mass and 1 kilogram fat-free mass. He now weighs 90 kilograms, of which 21 kilograms are fat. His BMI is now 27.8 and his body fat percentage is around 23.3%. If we make him lose 10 kilograms in a fast but unhealthy manner via fasting, with only 2 kilograms of fat loss and 8 kilograms of fat-free mass loss, including a lot of water weight, he will also weigh 90 kilograms, but carry 28 kilograms of fat. The BMI is now also 27.8, but the body fat percentage is 31.1%. It got worse. Losing another 10 kilograms in a healthy manner leads to 80 kilograms with 12 kilograms of fat, a normal BMI of 24.7, and a healthy body fat percentage of 15%, which is an amazing result. If the fast is continued, losing equal amounts of fat and lean tissue, we find 80 kilograms with 23 kilograms of fat, also a normal BMI of 24.7, but a body fat percentage of 25.6%, which leaves this person in the obese range. After the fast, our test subject lost a total of 20 kilograms during the fast, of which 7 kilograms was fat and 13 kilograms was fat-free mass, including a few kilograms of water weight and a lot of muscle loss, which can include the heart muscle. Reintroducing calories, especially carbohydrates, will lead to the regain of water weight and some muscle mass. In the end, our test subject lost a significant amount of weight, but his body composition suffered. He is now in a worse position to reach a healthy weight and healthy body fat percentage. Weight loss should be slow and steady, preserving bone and muscle mass along the way. Low-carb diets. The effects of low-carb diets on your body composition are very similar to those of fasting, because both come with a severe restriction of carbohydrates. The loss in muscle mass is not as bad on low-carb diets compared to fasting, and exercise can indeed help to preserve muscle mass. Low-carb diets are popular because of the initial drop in water weight. If you trust the number on the scale, you might even misinterpret muscle loss as fat loss. There is no fat loss advantage of low-carb diets. To recap, intermittent fasting can help, but only if it leads to fewer calories being consumed. Early feeding windows are better than late feeding windows. Alternate day fasting worsens LDL cholesterol levels. Severe calorie restriction over several days or weeks leads to worse body composition and can be dangerous. And low-carb diets have similar but less pronounced detrimental effects on body composition. We will link a few videos about healthy and sustainable weight loss in the description below. See you next week!